Inside number 10 last night, a Prime Minister perhaps burning the midnight oil, desperate to deliver an early Christmas present, a free trade deal with the EU, and personally salvage something from a year in which his leadership has been questioned. We await announcement there's finally agreement on our trading and security relationship with our nearest neighbours, after phone calls between Boris Johnson and the EU chief Ursula von der Leyen. Both have had to compromise to land a deal. On fish, it looks like Britain will accept the phased return of a proportion of its fishing quota over 5 and a bit years, but keep access to EU markets to sell fish. But the EU fishermen will have to give up their share of the British catch more quickly than they'd have liked. On the so-called level playing field the EU demanded for access to its market, it seems the UK's agreed that if it strays from EU standards, there'll be some kind of rebalancing, perhaps adjudicated by an independent referee. But the government will hope people who voted Leave and Brexiteers on the Conservative backbenches will take this as a win and the delivery of a much-repeated promise.
I want a better deal for the people of this country, to save them money and to take back control. That's really, I think, what this is all about.
Only a few weeks ago, Boris Johnson was saying a free trade agreement was highly unlikely, that a deal would be very hard won. Labour's relieved we appear to have got a deal, but says it will be thin for the UK.
I have no doubt in my mind at all that Parliament will vote for the deal, but it doesn't take away from the fact that this is the first trade negotiation we've ever done where we've ended up erecting barriers and creating more red tape and cost for our businesses, because that's what we're facing.
It's been a long goodbye, 10 painful months of negotiating how to move on, 4 years after the UK voted to leave the EU. Britain's place in Europe has divided the Conservative Party for decades and did for 2 prime ministers.
Thank you very much.
David Cameron hoped giving the people an in-out referendum on EU membership would settle the argument once and for all. He didn't reckon on a win for Vote Leave. Theresa May's withdrawal agreement was rejected by MPs, and she stood down, saying she couldn't deliver Brexit. A deal delivered by Boris Johnson will have to be agreed by every EU member state and approved by MPs here. Parliament's set to be recalled next week. People will continue to be divided over Brexit. For some will still be too close to the EU, for others not close enough. But businesses who feel they've been preparing in the dark will at least know soon what the new era involves.